Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, English is my passion. I'm Yeti. So I went through my vocabulary notes a while ago and found out that I've acquired over 400 words within a month, which means that I added 400 new words to my active and passive vocabulary. And hope you noticed the word acquire. I didn't say I've learned over 400 words within a month, right? I've acquired more than 400 words within a month. So what's the difference? What's the difference between learning and acquiring? So learning is learning. It's just learning. I hope that makes sense. It's just learning new things that you didn't know before. But acquiring, it's the next level.
I'm on the next level.
So once you've acquired a word, one, at least you recognize it when you see it in movies or books. Two, you know how to use it correctly in real life contexts. Three, whenever you write or speak in English, and when there is a situation where this word can be used, it comes into your mind automatically. You don't even have to think about it. It becomes automatic. Sounds great, right? So I know how to use all of them correctly, where to use and when to use. And it's not like, oh, I know that word. It's just at the tip of my tongue. Give me a sec. I got it. Is that word? No, it's not like that. Far from that, without having to recall, the word appears automatically when it should, and I'll tell you how I did it. So the method is pretty simple. It's not even a shortcut. It's just a traditional way to remember words, and it's reviewing them every day, which means doing revision on a day-to-day basis. But the problem with this is that we just want to keep learning and learning new things. We don't want to review what we learned because we think it doesn't matter to us, or sometimes it might be pretty boring to review all words every day. However, if you carry on learning new things without reviewing or without reflecting on what you've learned, I think it's just a waste of breath and time, because what's the point of learning new things if you don't know how to use them correctly in practical context, if you're not able to use them in real life situations, right? So you need to do revision. But how? I personally use Quizlet to record vocabulary words and also to review them. You can also use other note-taking apps, but since flashcard apps are specially designed to review vocabulary words, obviously they're easier to navigate. And here's how I do it. So there are a bunch of study sets I created, and today I'm going to try this one. So I usually start off the revision with this activity, which is matching. So you just need to match the word and the definition. Okay, so and if you have trouble doing so, you do really need to review that word. So let's start. To be in the right place, to provide space, to belong somewhere, feel comfortable, a good drunk, to eat hurriedly, to do something hurriedly. I think it's fuel up, infatuated with someone. Okay, I'm going to play it again. So conduct something. It's to organize or do a particular. To the reason for doing something is motive. Knock off is a new product. Hungry for something is starved for something. In disagreement, pick up new skates. Try again. Stop doing something for a particular time. I think sit up on my own dime. Don't bother doing something. Don't make an effort. To someone's surprise, I think it's beat up. It's like old and bad condition. I'm gonna try it again. Just like a warm-up activity, to exhaust someone, to make someone tired. Obsolete, it's like kind of out of date, I think. Yeah. And organized, to conduct something. Fuel up, to eat hurriedly. Gamely, it's courageously. Ironic, yeah. Okay, and afterward, I review 50 words a day, or sometimes more, but normally 50. And I won't say I study or I review all of them, all 400 words every day, because it's just too much. I simply can't. So I review 50 words a day. For example, today 1 to 50, and then tomorrow 51 to 100, the day after tomorrow another 50, and then 50, 50, 50. After reviewing all of them, I get it started again, which means I go back to the beginning and then, as usual, review 50 words again, 1 to 50. So I'd say I'm doing revision on a day-to-day basis, but what I revise might be different. So now I'm gonna review 50 words. And while reviewing, I want you to make example sentences that resonate with you or that you can relate to. Again, even if they're simple, if they're relatable, they'll stick to you forever. They'll stick with you like for a long time. So I also make example sentences like based on my personal feelings or experience. So let's get started. Flashcard. Okay. Understanding people or situations deeply. Insightful, I think. Yeah, insightful. I love insightful people. I feel comfortable being with them because they're like I think insightful people are also like sensible. They know how to act, they know how to communicate. So I love them. Yeah, and also I feel like they are knowledgeable as well. Strong but not lasting feeling of love. I think it's infatuation or infatuated. Yeah, infatuated, I think. Yeah, infatuated with someone. It's very common for us, like, especially for me, to mistake infatuation with love. Sometimes I'm just infatuated with a person, but because we're young, sometimes we don't notice that we're infatuated. We think we love them, but actually we don't. Yeah, it's just a temporary feeling. Confused and not knowing where to go or what to do. So it is disoriented. It's a good word. I love it. You can use it when you feel lost. Or when you're lost, like physically, when you don't know the direction, like, when you don't know where you're heading to, physically or mentally, you can use it. And I think there were a lot of times when I felt disoriented, especially when I didn't know what my passion was. Yeah. Don't make the effort to do something. I think it's don't bother doing something. Yeah, I even used it like in one of my videos. Like a lot of people don't bother practicing English on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. A great change, especially causing or involving much difficulty, activity, or trouble. I vividly remember it. It's upheaval, I think. Yeah, upheaval. So right now I really want to move out, and I think it's also a great upheaval that I have to face. And then to begin something. To begin something? I don't remember. What is that? To commence doing something. Okay, I got it. To commence doing something is to begin something. Commence doing something. So I can also say like I commence working. How can I say teaching? I commence teaching at a very young age, and it's quite challenging. Yeah. Out of date and no longer in use. Obsolete. Yeah, especially it's useful for obsolete ideas. I think when it comes to like in Burma, when it comes to religions, like a lot of people who are religious tend to brainwash us with their obsolete ideas. Okay, so that's how I do revision on a day-to-day basis. I just make example sentences. It's like talking to myself, even if I don't film myself, I always like talk to myself, and then I always come up with example sentences, and that's how you should do it as well. And it doesn't take me even an hour to finish the revision. If you do it regularly, it even becomes faster over time. So when you create study sets, I suggest basing them on how many words you can review a day. For example, if you can review 30 words a day, create 30-word study sets. Like each set contains 30 words. For instance, if you have 150 words to review, create 5 study sets, and each of them contains like 30 words, right? So on Monday, you can review the set 1, the study set 1, and then on Tuesday, the set 2, on Wednesday, the set 3, and then go on, and then some days later, you can review the set 1 again. I think this way, it's more organized because in my study sets, there are a lot of words in each, and it's hard for me to navigate. The next one, if you ask me until when you have to review these study sets, I'd say for at least a month straight. Because for me, I've been reviewing these words, like these 400 words for a month or so. And for your information, again, I don't review all of them every day, right? I just review 50 of them every day for around a month, and I feel more comfortable. Like I feel comfortable using them, they become more automatic. So I suggest reviewing for at least a month if you want to acquire them. But if you want to keep reviewing like for 2 or 3 months in a row, it's even better. It's okay too. Since you've already stored these words in an organized way, you can come back to them later and revise them anytime you want. Finally, I want you to know that it's not about the number of words. Of course, I mentioned the number of words I learned just to draw your attention. So you can learn as many words as you want. Just make sure that you're doing revision every day. Okay? So I hope you understand the importance of reviewing in learning English, and trust me, this method will reduce your frustration to a great extent. See you in the next video.